What is life? First impressions.
Lucky today. Tropical countryside.
To be honest, I don't know.
This gym is really good.
The journey to wonderful Gili Islands starts here with a morning 10k run in Nusa Penida. If you haven't seen my previous vlog, I would just say I don't really like Nusa Penida. I didn't really enjoy it in the way that there is one road and you can't really walk there properly or run.
I died. Done.
I was staying 20 minutes by walking from the port, and I was staying in a hostel that was up the hill, and using a suitcase, trying to navigate with a suitcase in these roads is pretty impossible. I mean, it is possible, but it's basically every other person who's driving past you are like taxi, and those roads are just not it for for using a suitcase. This is just like how to break your suitcase 101. I mean, I have a carry-on, but still. And I was walking just down that steep road. The ferry only goes once a day from Nusa Penida to Gili Island to Gili T, and then the ferry goes further to Gili Air and Lombok. Depends on the currency you're using. It could be somewhere from 10 to 15 euros, dollars, pounds, and it takes 2 hours. Apparently it's a speedboat, but you get in and then you drive those 2 hours. Most of the time I was sleeping. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be so productive, edit a video, blah blah blah. No, I was sleeping. And then when we got to the port, we couldn't get out because there are multiple ferries and only one can stop at a time and take out all the carry-ons, all the luggage, and there were so many people. So we were waiting in the ferry in the middle of the ocean bay for like half an hour at least. But my first impressions arriving way better than Nusa Penida. It's just like the people who were there, so many people, because it's a party island and it's more like a touristy place for sure.
I'm in Gili T. First impressions looks better than Nusa Penida, as there are, yes, it's more touristy, which means it's cleaner. I'm currently going to my hostel and I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything. It's at 1:30 p.m. and we couldn't get out of the boat for like 30 minutes. I was waiting for something in a queue. I literally stepped out. I went in this one street and one guy's like, 4-hour boat tour tomorrow from 1:30 p.m. really cheap, 130k, which is like 8 euros. It's cheaper than on Get Your Guide. So you have to decide. I'll ask in the hostel what can they recommend or say, because from 1:30 p.m. it's literally from this time around. It's super hot. It's still sunset, and which means I have the whole morning free, because usually the tour starts at 9:30. That's when all the tours start, 9:30, 10, and they go to all the same places, and it's kind of boring now, but like crowded, really crowded. So from 1:30 to like 4:30, 5:30, that sounds better than all the other options that are in Get Your Guide. It's a little better with the suitcase here, but it's so hot. I see that in Bali, in the island, it's overcast. Here, no clouds. I'm going to eat and then going to go to the gym, work out, and then watch sunset by the beach. Because while I'm gonna work out, it will be 5 p.m. something, 2, 3, 4, and just enjoy sunset and get some food somewhere else.
There are many hostels, many accommodations there. Of course, I stayed in this Atlas hostel. It was 10 euros a night. It's more like a party hostel. I definitely did not party or go into that, but I just stayed there because it had good reviews. And then I went to eat lunch. Finally, had not ate anything. I got this super yummy smoothie and a wrap with crispy tofu. Honestly, the wrap was like, you can see there's only the crispy tempeh tofu and like greens, a leaf, and tomato, and that's it. It's like no sauce, no nothing inside. And afterwards, as you pretty much waste the whole day driving, going to the island from another place. It was like 3 p.m. something, and you can't really do any tours, and I just went to the gym. This gym had no AC upstairs, but AC downstairs. It was 70K, I think, per visit. It's a small gym. Would I recommend going to it? No, there's another one, which is better. And after the gym, I spent there like 2.5 hours and did CrossFit workouts. And I did a leg day. The leg day was dripping because there were no tissues to wipe yourself. And I just went to the beach afterwards to watch the sunset.
What is life? I would really recommend talking to locals when you're coming here in the way that I was going to my hostel. And obviously the guy's promoting it, but I actually listened this time. He's like, cheap snorkeling, only 130K. That actually is really cheap. That's like 7 euros, 4 hours, 4 spots, all the islands. The Gili Islands have 3 islands, T, Meno, and Air. And then he was like, where are you going afterwards? I'm like, oh good, I can arrange a transfer, all that for only 290K, which is 16 euros. Anywhere if you look online, you could never find anything that cheap. Oh, this is so pretty. Sunset time, so pretty. So I'm gonna do all those things tomorrow, and then afterwards I have already a ferry booked, and he said he will arrange the to Ubud the transfer, which is awesome. Awesome. Look at the view. Just look. It's always overcast, I think, in Bali. In the island, this island, Gili Air, it's also will overcast, but not that overcast as it is there. The hostel provides free dinner, but this dinner is literally the size of a snack. And apparently it's every single day the same thing. Morning, I actually slept pretty good. I went to bed at like 10:30, finally a little earlier. And there was a party happening, but I put in my earplugs and just fell asleep a little later. But I feel like I actually feel at this moment little air on this island right now. It doesn't feel like that feeling, but I also feel it on this island, as this is more party island, that in the morning there are pretty no people, like tourists, only locals, which is nice. And also currently going to the gym. It's 7:10 a.m. I woke up 20 minutes ago. I'm going to do my lift and the CrossFit workout and yoga. It all will take 3 hours, and I have my snorkeling at 1 at meeting point, and then we're gonna go to all the 3 popular locations and also explore Gili Air. And then I will go on a sunset run. One loop is only 5K. It feels like more tropical countryside with houses like these, with no people, with actual air. There is air to breathe, which feels weird. Sounds funny, but it's true. I'm really sweaty. I did 2 CrossFit workouts and the back and biceps. This gym, what I can say about this gym, it's better. It's like good gym. The last one you saw at the start of the video, I ended up even not paying anything because I kind of left and then I realized I didn't pay. But here the fee is 150K, which is like 7.5 euros, which is expensive for Indonesia. But okay, upstairs here is an AC fully room with like cardio room. Okay, that's smart. When you're doing cardio, you need AC. Actually, I'm really covered in sweat and now I'm getting like chilly. There are like skier, even the assault runner, some bikes, rowers, treadmills of course, and elliptical. And then downstairs it's like everything, but there's no AC, there are only fans. So it gets hot, but it's still way better because there are fans. And there is everything you would need, like seriously everything.
All the benches, like squat rack, bench, incline bench, cables.
They are kind of with the brown thingy, I don't know how it's called. It looks new, and they have these cleaning rules that you have to clean everything after every use. In the previous gyms there were no wipes where I went, no cleaning wipes. No, nothing except the one I went in Seminyak. But this gym is really good. If you're coming to Gili Islands, I highly recommend coming here because it's clean. There is a place to wash hands with proper soap. They give you a towel. I'm going to now stretch, do yoga. But the one minus here, there's no music here, so you just use your AirPods if you have. If you don't have, you will be lifting in complete silence. Do you hear this? Yeah, there's no sound, as no one is right now in this room. And it's also quite empty, at least in the morning. It's currently 10. Okay, let's get to the real deal you're probably looking forward to. It's the snorkeling part. It was around 130k, which is around €8. And there were 3 stops. The first stop was the statues underneath. Then the second stop was a turtle stop. And the third stop was corals. And maybe also turtles if you see them. The water was really, really blue. It was hot. But to be honest, I don't know. For me, snorkeling doesn't feel that crazy anything. I better enjoy just driving and being in that boat than snorkeling. Because when you get out and you snorkel and then you get back into the boat, it's really windy and then you're cold. And also, this snorkel trip compared to the Nusa Penida one wasn't as good as the Nusa Penida one because we were in a boat that was there were 20 people and it was really easy to get lost. Just a clarification about the enjoyment part. I feel like it was because we were in a big group. It wasn't like a private tour, as I could say. It was a lot of people, and when you go to that location, there are a lot of boats and a lot of people too. I feel like if I would be alone with maybe 1-2 people, and I would say in a whole ocean, alone in that spot, I would enjoy it a lot more. So maybe, if you can afford it, I would suggest getting a private tour. But also, even if you do a private tour, if you do it at the times when everyone is awake, up and doing it won't be private because there will be so many people around. It's even nicer. I just changed. It's so pretty. There's so much prettiness. It's touristy. There are places, even churros. I don't know why here, so far away. But so much barefoot blonde. Nice. I stopped in a cafe to get a vegan brownie. I didn't have much time, so I didn't want to order anything and wait for it. The brownie was awesome, amazing. I think it was 25k. It was around €3-2. And about getting lost easily, I mean it in the way that there are many boats. With also in every boat there are 10 to 20 people, and you just don't know. You can mix up which was your boat. And I literally went to the boat and I'm like, I think I'm lost. I said the name of the boat. They're like, no, this is the real one. So I kind of got lucky that I did not get lost and I went to the real boat because it was confusing. I finished and now I'm going to run 2 loops, 10k. It will be around 52-53 minutes, and then I'm gonna get food because I haven't really ate anything that whole day long. To be honest, that was a really, really sweaty run. All the runs here are really sweaty. I did 10k. I did not actually run around the island. I thought one loop is 5k, but turns out the one loop is 6.5 or something. So I ran 5k and then I turned around. So I did not run around the whole island. The sunset was beautiful. One side of the island is the sunset side, and the other is sunrise. I just finished the 10k run. Oh my god, I'm so sweaty. A really slow run. Hello. A really chill run. I'm completely soaked because my problem is when I stop running, I start dripping. Can you see that? Yep. That was me yesterday also in the gym. I don't know how people work out like this every day, all the time. I could never. I can't work out when I feel everywhere on my back, especially I'm dripping. But 10k in the tanks, a great way to end the day, and I'm going to eat because the only thing I've ate today is not a protein bar, but kind of not a macro bar, but kind of meal replacement bar. It has 400 calories and 100% of all the needed vitamins. And it's the brownie you saw. Yeah, it seems like I'm going to have a ginormous feast now. Then I went to the traditional spot. It is where most locals go, and it's super affordable. Half of the things are vegetarian, vegan options, and it's so cheap. But you have to pay with cash. Most of the places you have to pay with cash, especially if they are local ones. And even if they aren't local ones, sometimes you have to spend minimum 100k. It's dinner at the hostel. It serves the same dinner every single evening, and also small portions. So for me, I could never eat with that. But now I'm going to get the dessert, which is in this kind of evening night market. Yesterday I went and I didn't get anything, but today I will, because this is my last day on Gili and my last Gili vlog. I'm going to get these desserts. I will show. I asked him, he told me, he was super nice, he explained everything really well. And I'm getting, you will see, but they are really cheap. 5k for each piece, which is 50 cents. This was the night market. As you can see, it was extremely crowded. Mostly they sell some sort of fish there, fish foods, but there also are some desserts and probably overpriced fruits, as it is super like a popular place. On the left corner there's this incredibly looking dessert stack. Some of them were vegan, so I got the vegan versions just vegan things, but there were so many desserts there, even donuts, cakes in the back, and they all were like 5k each, which is like 25 cents. Where else if not in Southeast Asia? Can you believe that this was only 70 cents? So the first thing we have here is fried banana with coconut. This is Snickers bar, and this is, I don't remember. Each piece was 5k, which is around 30 cents, 25 cents, which is insane. Taste this time. I will start with the banana. It tastes so interesting. I kind of can't tell that it's banana. It is oily, as it's kind of fried. The coconut flakes, I don't know, there's green something. Or maybe the banana is with its own skin. Yeah, the banana is with its own skin. It's nothing like I've ever tasted. It tastes so interesting. I don't know my ranking. Banana is kind of squishy, like not soft, kind of gooey, gummy. The coconut was obviously nice. Okay, the Snickers time. Again, it's totally not what I expected. How is that Snickers? Like, what? It tastes kind of meaty, even though it's completely vegan. Giving me... No, it tastes fishy. Maybe because that is mostly a fish market. Seriously? What? I'm so confused. Let's try this thing that I don't remember what it is. Maybe coconut? It's so weird. Okay, that's coconut, I think. They don't taste like I thought they will. I thought they will be sweets, like sweets. Kind of savory. Sweet, savory, giving the vibe. So weird. So interesting. I don't know what to think about these. It's currently 10:30 p.m. I have been on my phone for the past few hours. I ate half a pack of cookies and now I'm going to bed. I have to wake up tomorrow at 6 a.m., go to the gym, then catch a ferry at 10 a.m. to the island back to Bali and go to Ubud, and that will be my next video. Exploring Ubud. I'm really excited and I have the feeling that I will like Ubud best. Good night. Thank you for watching. If you watched my previous vlogs about Indonesia, what do you think? Gilis are winning or Nusa Penida? Even though Nusa Penida is a skip, in my opinion. Don't forget to subscribe because I don't earn anything from social media. If you could donate something, PayPal buy me a coffee or Patreon, I would really appreciate it, because my bank account is leaving the chat right now. Bye.